My name is Jessica LaFortune. In this presentation, I will be discussing my personal philosophy of instructional design, or ID. Content precedes design. Design in the absence of content is not design, it's decoration. Quote from Jeffrey Zeldman, the creator of A-List Apart magazine. I selected this quote as an example relating to my personal philosophy of instructional design. Although he is referring to marketing, the quote still has merit for instructional design. As educators, it is important that all things which are put toward designing courses or learning materials have quality content behind them. Instructional designers do not just put an activity into a course for decoration. There always should be content alignment and purpose in everything an instructional designer creates for the benefit of the learners. What is a philosophy of learning, or instructional design? Instructional design is defined as the process by which learning products and experiences are designed, developed, and delivered. To have a personal philosophy based on ID, a designer needs to be able to incorporate the theories of quality design as well as learning theories together to form an accurate picture of their beliefs that guide them through the profession. A philosophy of learning includes the educational models in which the designer believes to be best fit, and the necessary design fundamentals, which are all backed by research and resonate personally with the instructional designer. What is my personal philosophy? Everything created for the learner should be done with purpose. My personal philosophy of instructional design combines the ideal of constructivism and cognitive processes of instructional design and learning. Ultimately, learning is an active process in which learners should be front and center. Learning should be authentic, allow learners to make real-world connections to their prior knowledge, work collaboratively, explore new knowledge, and participate in self-reflection. I also believe that instructional design philosophy needs to be a bit flexible at times and have an understanding of other theories. It is very important for designers to be able to analyze their target audience and make the best choice in how a course is designed. Goals, aspirations, and objectives. Over the next few slides, I'll be discussing these themes based on my personal instructional design philosophy. These themes will be closely examined from the personal instructional designer standpoint and how it would be applied to outcomes for the learners. In both cases, goals will be categorized as SMART, aspirations will be challenging but fulfilling, and objectives will be clear and concise. As an instructional designer, for goals, my personal short-term goal is to increase my involvement in the instructional design community within the first year of graduating. I believe that collaboration with peers can lead to many connections and increase professional development within the beginning of my career. For a long-term goal, I would like to continue to increase my understanding and experience with various Web 2.0 tools and course authoring materials to keep with current trends. I am an educator and subsequently a lifelong learner. For aspirations, for this I thought about the specifics within my current career field. I am currently a third grade teacher who has been approached multiple times about mentoring and leaving the classroom into an administrative role. I would like to utilize my course design knowledge to apply to a leadership role within the school system. I would like to shift my teaching skills toward adult learning and teach teachers. And objectives. As an instructional designer, a few objectives might include providing quality courses and instruction to learners, as well as ensuring quality content and course design alignment in all materials created. For learners, my goals and objectives for learners, or the ones I serve as an instructional designer, would be the goals, positive impact on their learning experience, and gain quality knowledge and skills to use in future applications. Aspirations, inspired to become lifelong learners and continue to follow their personal educational goals. And objectives, make relevant connections and have a collaborative experience and mastery of learning objectives. Instructional design methods. These are a few of the instructional design methods which are directly related to the constructivist learning theory: ADDIE, Keller-Arks model, Bloom's taxonomy, individualized instruction, models of intended engagements, and interactivity. These methods each keep the learner as the center of instruction, help scaffold learning, and help to increase the ability of the learner to make meaningful connections to the content presented. One of my personal favorites is the use of the Keller-Arks model, as it relates directly to learner motivation. I also utilize Bloom's taxonomy when planning a course or lesson, because it keeps learning objectives clear and concise for the instructor and the learners. Technology. In the shift from objectivist online courses to constructivist courses, modern technology provides multiple accessible forms of communication tools, making this pedagogical change both possible and appealing. However, in a constructivist learning environment, to successfully promote active and meaningful learning, the instructor has to commit a significant amount of time and energy to develop complex problem-based learning tasks. The constructivist approach can embrace the use of modern technology and Web 2.0 tools. Although it requires more planning on the instructor's part, technology in the form of simulations, branching scenarios, wikis, and social media can be used within an online course which supports the constructivist philosophy. Ultimately, activities and intended engagements should only include what is necessary for learner mastery of course content, and not be selected simply because it is a Web 2.0 tool. With the use of technology, the course can impact a variety of learners, including distance learners. It also provides a great amount of creative and quality resources, allowing learners more opportunities to connect. The increased interaction of learners through technology can lead to benefits of learner mastery of course content. Assessment. Assessment that aligns with the constructivist philosophy include varied methods, should be authentic, and be used to evaluate both learning and course performance. Some examples of formative assessment that could be used would be learner to instruction or instructor discussion posts, quizzes, and peer-reviewed items. Examples of summative assessment that would align with constructivist philosophy includes real-world application projects, inquiry-based labs, exams, and creative presentations. Overall, assessment is an important practice no matter the theory. Professional growth. As an instructional designer, it is very important that I view myself as a learner as well, which can help me when serving other learners. Self-reflection and continued education are necessary when thinking about my professional growth. Naturally, being open to learner feedback and constructive criticism can help me design or edit courses and learning materials to be more beneficial with better quality within my personal growth. Learner mastery of content can be tied directly to professional growth as well. Quantitative feedback of percentages of masteries of objectives can be used as evaluative pieces in my professional growth. In alignment with my learning philosophy, adjustments would need to be made if it is obvious that intended engagements or course activities are not leading to strong learning outcomes. This connects to my personal goals, aspiration, objectives, and general learning philosophy because I want to be more involved in the instructional design community, take on leadership roles, and inspire other learners to become lifelong learners as well. It is important that as an instructional designer, I do all things with purpose. In summary, my belief as an instructional designer is everything that is done should be done with a purpose. Content should be aligned with all parts within designing a course, and careful planning is needed. This is supported by a constructivist theory in which learners are central to the process and meaningful connections to the content are necessary. I want to become an active member in the instructional design community and inspire other learners to become lifelong learners. 2 ID methods that resonate with me are the Keller-Arks motivation model and Bloom's taxonomy. Technology and Web 2.0 tools such as scenarios and social media can be used to support learning and provide a wealth of resources. Assessment and evaluation can lead to a better process, giving way to better instruction. As an instructional designer, it is important to allow self-reflection, constructive feedback, and continued education and experience, which can assist the increase in professional growth.